Are we live? I think we're live. There's something wrong with the Twitter feed, but I think we're good. Hi guys. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've been here. A lot is going on. My PC is making a lot of noise. It's like the fan is making noise. Anyway, hi. Here we are. I'm hoping people join the chat because I don't really know what to talk about this week. Hi Corey. Thanks for joining. We don't have a whole lot to catch up on. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but I do have some things planned to share with you guys. So after I give you my normal updates and let you know what's happening, and we talk a little bit about life, I am going to share with you my TikTok account, and we're going to go over some interesting DMs that I've gotten on my TikTok account based on a few things that I've posted recently. And I think I found a way that I can actually share what I posted. So you'll be able to see some of those videos and react to them as well. And then while I'm not officially on any dating sites right now, I did reopen my Bumble account just to show you who's there. So we'll do a little bit of live swiping there, but your girl will not be swiping right on anyone because I like somebody. And that's all I'm going to say about that for right now, because I want to keep it to myself. Just maybe I'm a little superstitious about things, but I am not on dating apps as of probably 2 weeks ago. And I am just navigating through life and the newness of things. Larry wants to know which way do we swipe. So we swipe right if we like somebody, we swipe left if we don't. And yes, Kat's caught a feeling. I have caught a feeling or two. Yeah, so like I want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. So here's what I will say. I matched with somebody 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a while ago. And we were chatting online, or we were chatting via text, and we were trying to set up a date. And I was supposed to actually go out with him last week. He had to work late and canceled the date. And, acted really disappointed and whatever. But it's funny because I was going to a concert this weekend and he was going to the same concert. And so I didn't think much about not meeting up with him on the date, because I figured, well, I'll meet him in person at the concert, and like whatever happens, happens. Now, meanwhile, I had already like started to like someone else. So I wasn't like super excited about meeting up with him anyway, but I figured, like, what harm could it do to just meet him at this concert and like say hello and just like meet him in person. So I went to the concert and I didn't hear from him and didn't really think much of it again, because I wasn't really interested at that point anyway. But he actually sent me, apparently, and I had been off of Bumble for a few days prior to this concert. And apparently he sent me a message on Bumble because he smashed his phone on Saturday morning and didn't have any way to contact me except through the Bumble app. And so I think he texted me on Monday morning and was like, hey, I'm really sorry that I couldn't reach out to you at the concert. I smashed my phone. I hope you got my Bumble message. And I never responded to his email or to his text, because I was like, dude, whatever. Like, if you did or you didn't, you got to try a little harder with me. And again, like I said, I had already kind of been interested in somebody else at the time. So no loss there. He lived an hour away, which was also kind of like a negative. His kids were up and out, which is a positive. So like I was willing to kind of overlook the distance for that. But yeah. And speaking of excuses, remember when I told you guys about the guy with the nail in his tire? So that was like 3 Saturdays ago that he canceled that date and lied about him having a nail in his tire. Well, Saturday morning, he texted me a good morning text. And I was like, what? I didn't respond to it, but I'm thinking, why would he do that? Is he sending good morning texts to like a whole bunch of people on his roster and he just kind of forgot that he wasn't talking to me anymore? Or was he trying to see if I blocked him maybe, which I don't really do. I've blocked like ex-boyfriends, but I don't block like guys that I'm talking to and then decide not to talk to anymore. I don't think there's a reason to block them. Um, but yeah, that guy reached out again and I was like, dude, what are you thinking? Like that's super weird. So anyway, um, that's kind of it on the dating front. I know that somebody wanted me to talk about the vacuum story from today. I can't remember who it was. Was it Ken? Kenneth? I don't know. But anyway, I'll tell you that story. It's probably not going to be nearly as funny as it was when it was happening because I honestly don't remember all the details of it. But this was several years ago, probably a full 2.5 years ago, maybe even longer. Um, I was at the gym and I was doing something in the utility closet, and there's a vacuum cleaner in the closet. And there was a bunch of stuff up on a shelf, and I went to climb up on the shelf to grab something, and I fell backwards. Um, and I landed on the vacuum handle, broke the vacuum handle, had a huge bruise on my ass cheek from the vacuum handle. Um, and ironically, I was going through some actual medical issues in that area as well at the same time. So when I tell you that my back end was like fully fucked up, it was crazy and terrible. And it was the worst thing ever. And I was dating at the time, so which it was really fun. Um, I remember when I started dating my ex-boyfriend like right around that time, and I had actually like met him and then not talked to him for a couple of weeks. Like we cooled things off, and it was because I was like so incapacitated in so many ways, um, and was unable to have like any kind of like physical relationship with anybody at the time. And he used to always ask me all the time when we were dating, like, how come you waited like 3 weeks to reach out to me again after we first met? And I think he thought like, I don't know what he thought, but it was just funny. But it was because of that. Um, so anyway, that's the vacuum story. Everybody loves to joke about it, and may we never forget the vacuum handle issue. So Larry, hi Larry, hi Aaron, hi Jody, hi Corey. Who has energy for a roster? I'm lucky if I hit the gym and work. Asking me, give me a PTO for work. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with having a roster of guys, like I call it the funnel, keeping the funnel full. When you're like not sure of people and you're just getting to know people and going on like a first date or a second date. Um, what I do have a problem with is that like I have a really hard time having feelings for more than one person at a time. And so if I've caught feelings for somebody, I'm have a really hard time giving anybody else really my attention. Um, and I think the people that I would be talking to would probably pick up on that as well. Um, and I'm also just kind of brutally honest. Like if I'm, going on another date or doing something, like I'm going to tell the person. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or make them think that we're more serious than they think we are. So anyway, so that's kind of the deal with that. So I'm okay with rosters up to a certain point, but right now I just feel like, and whether things work out or not work out with this person, I mean, I hope they do. But if they don't, I don't think I'm going to go back to the apps either, just because I feel like I'm in a really good rhythm with going out with my friends, having things to do, keeping busy with work, where I don't need to like have all this attention and have, having two or three guys like texting me and asking me about my day and all that. Like I don't need that. So that's an improvement I think on what's been happening. All right. So let's just get into like life updates. Excuse me. I made rigatoni today and it's repeating on me. Um, my elbow's amazing. I worked out today. I did 95-pound snatches and overhead squats. I did like an EMOM, 10-minute EMOM of that. I did 90 dumbbell snatches with a 35-pound dumbbell, and I alternated. So like this elbow is really, really good. Scott says I need an accountability partner to keep you off the apps. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, I'm going to stay. I like subscribe to a couple and they expire maybe like in another month or two. And I will, for the sake of the show, to show you like weird pictures and stuff, I'll stay on it, but I'm not meeting anybody on the apps. I mean, they would have to be exceptional. And again, like I said, I'm kind of already liking somebody, so I wouldn't be interested anyway. That's kind of the deal there. Swiping is addictive. Yes, it really is. Like if you're bored, you can just kind of like go crazy. And you guys saw me even on the computer. I was swiping on people I didn't even like because I was just like drunk on swiping. I couldn't figure out what I was doing. Anyway, all right. So the workouts are going okay. Like because I've been a little more social lately, I've been missing some of my morning workouts, but I'm trying to be a little more disciplined and get into my 7 o'clock class at Brain My CrossFit. Are we doing the Community Cup? If you're not Corey Leonard and trying to get to the CrossFit Games, I feel like I kind of want to do it. But it's for very selfish reasons because I'm probably like a level 1 or a level 2 because I was post-op for 2 of the 3 open workouts. So my level's a little bit sandbagged and I could probably do really well in the Community Cup at my level and maybe, rise a level or 2 to where I should be. But let me know if you guys are doing that or how we feel about that. I don't know much about it. I don't know when the workouts are coming out. And I think it's like 3 days towards the end of May that it's happening. And I know my gym is doing it. So I will most likely pay the $20 or $30 or whatever it is to do that. But I'd be curious to know who in the chat is thinking about doing that. What else? So CrossFit says, Kat says level 2 is her sandbagging, level 2 is my highest. Well, Scott, come on now. I could be level 1. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't even know how I would find out, but I assume when I go to register, they would tell me. Jody says 25 pounds is my dumbbell snatch limit. Oh, wait, that's CrossFit. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The younger guys have been doing it for me lately. I'll just give you that little hint. Our gym is not doing it. I would if they were. Yeah, Aaron, that kind of stinks that your gym's not doing it, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so my workouts are being really consistent. I also snatched a dumbbell today, and did I say that already? 95 pounds. That was pretty good. I haven't snatched any weight over an empty barbell in probably since before the open. So the fact that I could get up to 95, I probably could have done 105, a power snatch if I had to. But again, I'm trying to like baby the elbow just a little bit. I still have 2 more weeks of PT. And on the 23rd or 24th, I go back to my surgeon to get like fully cleared and don't have to go back and see him again. So I think that'll be good. Surgery was totally worth it, by the way. I highly recommend it if you're having chronic issues with tennis elbow. I don't think mine was ever going to get better, and it feels really good right now. I don't have like many symptoms at all, and we're like 9 weeks out, 10 weeks out, and they told me it would be like 6 to 8 months before I'm back. And I'm back much sooner than that. So all of us CrossFitters tend to recover really well from that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, Aaron, it's hard to not to rush because I'm used to doing all the things and I'm feeling good. But you're right. I'm incredibly sore in other places too, just because I haven't like done things that I'm normally doing. Like my bicep is really sore. My low back is really sore from just doing like overhead squats and things that I just haven't done in a really long time. So it'll take me a while to get back to that, but I am not concerned. Scott wants to know if I'm still doing the peptides. So I ran out of the peptides maybe 3 or 4 days ago. So it's been a few days since I haven't done them. I spent I think I told you guys, I spent like $600 or $700 on the peptides, and I got like 5 vials. And I just figured I would go through those 5 vials and then be finished. So I am not doing that anymore. And I don't really notice a difference necessarily, but I also, since I stopped taking them, I think I've only worked out like once. So who am I kidding? But I will go back to the gym tomorrow morning, and I probably will be on a good run like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just based on my social calendar, I should be able to do that. So we will see. So that's workouts. Elbow, what else do we talk about? My daughter's like really sick. I don't know what's going on with her. She is my anxious little princess. She'll be 20 in June. She's a sophomore at the University of Delaware, and she drinks way too much and gets not enough sleep and probably doesn't eat very well. And she just has been getting sick a lot. Like she's getting like infections and bronchitis and tonsillitis and strep and like all these things. And she actually went to the walk-in a couple days ago. She had like a fever. She's on all these antibiotics, and then she took like a Mucinex yesterday, and it like completely knocked her out. She was puking. She started throwing up again this morning. My ex-husband took her to urgent care. She's like there now. She's getting like an EKG and all kinds of other things. So she is not doing great, but hopefully she's okay. Jody Lynn wants to know, is she still dating the boy she followed to college? So no, she is not. They went out like 2 or 3 years in high school. He went into the military his first year of college. She stuck with him during like the 16 weeks of basic training and all of that. And I think what happened was, this was last winter and spring, when he was gone, I think she had a chance to sort of become independent. She was very much dependent on him all through high school and the beginning of college. Like they were in constant contact all the time. And I think she didn't really have a chance to kind of blossom on her own. And I'm really glad she had that opportunity to do that. And I think as she did that and as she grew a little bit as a small human, she kind of realized that there were other things out there for her and that they maybe weren't the most compatible. So yes, he is. I still follow him on Instagram. He's dating some really cute blonde girl. Eliana is dating a really nice boy. He's a year older than her, and I really like him a lot. They've been together probably 3 or 4 months. He's very mature, and yeah, a good pick. She's got a really good judge of character, and she's made some really good choices with her schooling, her major, the things that she does, except for all this, her getting sick, which I'm hoping is not self-induced and it's just a little stroke of bad luck. But she's doing really well. She's an education major, so she's going to be a middle school math teacher. And God bless all you teachers, because it's not something that I would want to do or anything that I would really recommend she do even. But I think she's on a good path, and she's doing well in school and all that good stuff. So anyway, yeah. All right, let's get on to sharing some stuff because this will be fun. So I'm going to show you my TikTok account. So this is me on TikTok. It's called Unapologetically Cat. This is, oh wait, I have to go down here and move this, don't I? Hold on. First day, new mouse. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys this one video that I posted that kind of went viral. So this one here, it has 43,000 views. And I think if I click on it.
Okay, friends, if you're a man.
Oh, shit, hold on. I was trying to get the volume up.
Okay, friends, if you're a man, I want you to pay attention. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Actually, I'm kidding. I hate when people do that. Anyone can listen, and I want everyone to comment because I need some help. I would like to know why men do not approach me in public. I am 52. I'm divorced. Listen, I'm not looking to get wifed up, but it would be nice to have someone.
All right. I made a mistake by saying that. I'm not looking to get wifed up tomorrow is what I meant. Because all these guys commented on the post that they're like, well, if you're not looking to get married, then like, what are you doing? And that's just not, that wasn't my MO. It came out wrong. I think you guys realize when we speak live, sometimes we misspeak. And that was, again, a time where I misspoke. What I meant to say was like, I don't need a committed relationship tomorrow. But anyway, all right, I'll keep going. I'm assuming you guys can hear this. If you can't hear it, let me know.
Consistently go on some dates with, maybe have some fun, go dancing. I don't know, maybe a little makeout sesh every once in a while. That would be really nice. So here's the deal. I'm out there. I want to meet someone in the wild. I do not want to meet someone on dating apps because dating apps suck. I go to the grocery store. I go to the gym. I go on walks in public. I go to bars. I go to restaurants. I go dancing. I play pool. I go to the shooting range. I am out there, and I'm out there sometimes by myself, a lot of times with other friends. It's a cut. I have a cut in my face. Or not. Anyway, so tell me what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I'm not like the most gorgeous person in the world, but I consider myself to be like averagely attractive. I think I look slightly younger than my age, and guys just don't approach me. So tell me why. Tell me why. I need to know. Do I need to change my hair? Should I get a facelift? Do I need to change my voice? Should I move? I don't know. Please tell me. Let me know. Thanks. Bye. Okay.
Okay. So, what did I want to show you? I wanted to show you the, show you some of the comments from this one. So that was my video. 42,000 people viewed it.
Okay, friends.
We're gonna hold on.
If you're a man,
pause. We have 1,970 comments on here, and most of the guys posted things like, you have to talk to us first, just about anything random, because we have been taught not to approach. We need an invitation. I'm not really sure what that means, but this guy says, I know how you feel. I'm 57, been divorced for a long time. This dating scene is just different nowadays. I feel out of phase. Yourself a lovely now. Why don't you just approach them? People say. Divorced women are a bad investment. I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about time-wise. Oh, someone said, make eye contact, smile, speak first, even if it's something random. If I'm with friends, no one speaks to me. If I'm by myself, most men speak. Correction. Look a guy straight in the eye and tell him what you want to drink something with him. Most guys would appreciate that. More of the same, right? I feel like that's a cop out too, Scott. Good point. Scott says, taught not to approach. That's weak sauce. I think that's an excuse. I really do. And I actually called bullshit on that. Hold on. Hold please. This is hard, guys. Maybe it's this one.
Okay, this right here. I asked why men don't approach me in the wild, and 8,175.5 of you are telling me that you're going to be labeled a creep, you're going to get shot, you're going to get arrested, I'm going to blow my rape whistle. Where are you talking to these women, and how is that happening to people? Am I like so sheltered that I haven't experienced this? I mean, I've heard of the Me Too movement, and I'm pretty sure that was about, men sexually assaulting women. I don't know where you guys are getting the link from that to talking to someone in public. If I'm sitting at a bar and some guy comes up to me and talks to me, I'm not blowing my rape whistle. I'm not thinking I'm being harassed. Now, if you're drunk and you say something really vulgar to me, then absolutely, that's not cool. But just asking me if I'm single or asking me some questions about whatever, whether I'm interested in you or not, I'm totally going to keep up the conversation. I'm not going to label you a creeper. I'm not going to post you on TikTok for sure. It's just crazy to me. It feels like an excuse. It really does. So I don't know. I'm kind of calling bullshit. Also, it says women would rather be approached by a bear. What does that mean? What rock have I been living under where I don't know what that is? Clearly I need some help, but you guys are great. I love all the comments, and keep them coming. But
yeah, so what is that about, the bear thing? I think someone told me what it was, but women would rather get approached by a bear than a man in public. Like who are they bullying? Because that is not something that I would want to do. What do we think, guys? Do we want to see more of this? Hold on. I have a couple more that are kind of interesting. Oh, so this one guy told me on this this guy here, right? This one that got all these views. He started writing something about the fact that like he didn't know which eye to look into because I like have like a lazy eye. That was his message to me. And then he proceeded to go on to like some of my other videos and post like the same thing and say like, I don't know which eye to look in, which I thought was super ignorant. But this is me addressing that. because I have, my eyes are not the same. They're crooked.
Look at my eyes. I have 2 different shaped eyes, I think. One is round and one is almond shaped. Some gentleman on my last post, couple posts down, I talked about why guys don't approach me in public, and I was asking for advice. And everyone talked about how I have resting bitch face, which is true. I do. I can't fix that. But I can smile more, so I'm working on that. One guy made a comment. He said, NyQuil on the right, NyQuil eye on the right, Dayquil eye on the left. That stung a little bit, but I do. My eyes are 2 different shapes. I'm not perfectly symmetrical. I don't look like Angelina Jolie. My apologies. Which is fine. And I responded back something funny like, hey, I understand. Sorry, I don't have symmetrical eyes. Thanks for being a gentleman, and moved on. And other people on that post definitely gave me some shit like, try smiling, or you should cut your hair, or wear some makeup, lose the t-shirt, don't be so intimidating, you sound like a mom, and all those things. And it's cool, totally cool. I wanted the feedback. And I got it, which is awesome. But this particular person then proceeded to go do some of my other posts and make the same comment about my eyeballs. And you, sir, are not cool. So you got blocked. And just like have some manners. That's just stupid. Anyway, I guess it bothered me because I'm aware that I have 2 different size eyes. I actually have eye drops from the eye doctor that I can put into this eye to make it open up a little bit more and make it look more symmetrical. But man, talk about people on the internet just like finding your Achilles heel and shooting it and making you feel uncomfortable. Anyway, that's the deal. I'm still trying to meet people in real life, and I guess I'll have to do it with my NyQuil eye and my Dayquil eye. Sorry.
Yeah, crazy, right? So anyway, I thought that was funny. All right, enough of this. I'm back. Yeah, that was really fun. That was a good exercise. But I have responded to a lot of different comments. I wanted to show you. These messages. So in response to this, what happens is people can DM you on TikTok, kind of like how they can do on Instagram, like slide into your DMs, right? And a bunch of people have done that in response to this video that I posted, and most of them are people like wanting to meet me, right? So we're gonna Jody Lynn wants to know, can you get a handicapped parking spot for that eye? Man, I wish. That would be really cool. I should probably do that. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. But Scott and Amy know about this because I'm so self-conscious about whichever eye it is. This eye. This eye is smaller. Like it's shaped differently, or my eyelid like comes down and it doesn't appear to be the same. And it's also like shifted a little bit. It's not like this whole side of my face is like droopy. It's been that way my whole life. And I've like seen an eye surgeon about it to see if he can like open up my eyeball a little bit. And I do have these drops that I barely use sometimes for that. But every once in a while, I'll like look at myself in a picture and I'm like, oh my God, like her one eye isn't even open. I've got like the Andrew Hiller eye, like to a lesser degree, but kind of the same. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to read you some of these things that people have sent me. So this guy's name is Henry. He does not have a profile picture and he doesn't have any posts on TikTok, but he did send me a message and he said, hello, my name is Henry. It's a lot of things that you can do, how to say we can do, or people say you got a good thing going on. That's why they try to break it up. I will talk to you in public. I will talk to you out of public. I'll walk a hold of your hand. I will hug you. I don't care nothing about none of that because you are very attractive, beautiful young lady. You need a good man. You stand by you. That's all you need. Only you, happy you. Don't care about nothing else. So I'm letting you know. I'm black. I'm 68 years old. but it don't matter. I'm there for you. I'll make you more happy, and no rich man can make you. He give you money, money. I'll give you so much love. When you think about money, you think about me all day, every day. If you serious, give me a text. But if you're not serious, I understand. Conditions part of life. I love you, and have a good night's sleep. That was Henry. Okay. I mean, that was amazing. Thank you, Henry. Henry loves me. Where am I going? Let's see. We got Benjamin. Hello, beautiful. I'm Benjamin. How you doing? I must confess you got a nice profile. I would like to know more about you and see where it leads us to, because I'm actually seeking a sugar baby whom I can spoil and help financially weekly with no sending of nude pics or sexting. So that was Benjamin. Then we have Blaine. Blaine, well, I can tell you why I wouldn't approach you, but it's not a normal reason. First off, I don't know where you live. So I'm in Utah, in Clinton, Utah. First of all, I put my location on almost all of my posts. It says Delaware right there. And if anyone were to follow me, they would see that I'm from Delaware, but whatever. But the main reason I probably wouldn't approach you is I have a visual impairment. So all can see you, but I can't tell if you're married, have a ring, or anything like that. And so I'm a little more cautious of who I talk to, but I'm also kind of shy. And so I don't just talk to a random person in the store, but I also don't go to the bar. I don't drink. But I do talk to some people, but it is a harder thing for me. But the main reason I may not approach you is because, like I said, I have a visual impairment, so it's harder for me to tell. So he might not notice my eyes and we could legitimately park in the handicap spot together, potentially. That is Blaine. Blaine does have a picture. I'm going to be polite and not show you his picture, but suffice it to say, Blaine is not someone that I would normally maybe be attracted to. User 3647062. Hello, I can see you have plenty of guys. I'm sorry. I thought I had a chance. I'm okay. I wish you all the best. That was his only message. So I'm not sure what he was saying there. But Dean says, hello, can I use one of your pictures as mural art? I'm currently on a project and you will be credited for it. Also get a piece of it once done. So maybe I can make some money and one of my photos could be used as a mural. By the way, I'm pretty sure that if you're on TikTok, you can screenshot anything you want and use it. So he really didn't have to ask me that. Evan wants to know how I'm doing. I have like 57 of these. This guy, Arthur, just said, hey, text me, and gave me his number right away. Very confident. Arthur also not someone I would normally even probably speak to, but Arthur's out there with the phone number, which I, again, appreciate the chutzpah here. Jason says, have fun. Daniel Craig says, hi, it's nice meeting you. This guy said, I feel invisible too. Age thing, I guess. I'm looking for someone to have fun too. Living in Canton, Ohio. 70 on April 27th. Young, LOL. That was somebody who also doesn't have a profile picture. This guy says, I realize now that my comment on being transparent may have had more meaning with some context. 51 male, single for years, contemplating dating. Yes, Daniel Craig, James Bond. He DM'd me. Joe Nichols thinks I'm beautiful. This guy sent me something in a foreign language that I don't understand. I'm sorry I'm not showing you these guys just because I want to. Hello, pretty. Nice to meet you. I love your pictures. I'll be happy if you text me back. I'd love to be your sugar daddy, and I'll spoil you with $7,000 weekly via PayPal. What am I doing? What is life? Good evening, gorgeous queen. How was your day? I'm looking for a good-hearted woman for a long-lasting relationship. No drama, no games ever with me. Davis says, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. Have you ever been a sugar baby? Just asking respectfully. I think these are just random ones, not in response to my video, but some of these definitely are because of the video. This guy says, I want to say thanks for all the warm comments and likes. Oh, well, since I got too many messages over at my official account, I've decided to isolate myself here and reach out to a few of my fans Without you, I wouldn't have been here today. Kisses to you, lovely heart. And it says Joe Jonas private too. So Joe Jonas also wants to give me kisses and tell me how much he likes me. Hello, my name is Art from Michigan. I saw your video and you are almost like me. I've been single for over 13 years. I've been single for 3 months and I'm separated. I'm divorced. I am 65. I am not. And if I saw you and had enough guts, I would love to ask you out for a cup of coffee. Some safe places that you would like to meet. Scott says he wants some cake by the ocean. That's a good one. Yeah. Who needs dating apps, guys? You can find love on TikTok. Well, I myself, I don't guess I ever ask a woman out. They would ask me. This younger generation, they go ask a woman out real easy because they're all looking for a one night stand. Older guys want more, so they're kind of skeptical. And on top of that, I don't feel comfortable walking up to a woman that I just met and saying, "Are you married? Would you want to go out?" Don't know how to say. I don't think what I should do. Glad that if you asked the wrong woman, they look at you. Are you crazy? I wouldn't go out with your old ass. Same, different, different. Yep. Message me anytime if you feel lonely. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do all this tonight. Honey Lake Station, Indiana. Give me a call. Let's get it done. I'm a man. I want you bad, honey. JC knows what he wants. I'm a man. I want you bad, honey. Hey, Kat. How you doing? What are you doing today? What are you up to? Let's see. I don't know where you're located, but I'm in Shelton, Connecticut, and I would ask you out in a second. I am Tim. I am 68. I am married. Am married in Texas, just like you said. I am just looking to be friends if you like. Oh. Hi, I'm Leroy from Nebraska. I'm single, 48. I'm looking for someone to spend quality time with. No games, no drama. I don't have time for all that. I'm just lonely. I get it, buddy. Anyway, I could go on for another 30 minutes probably with all of these, but you sort of get the gist of that. Yeah, so TikTok, who knew that that was a thing, right? Jody's only 5 minutes from Shelton. See, well, next time I'm in Stanford, I should look him up, right? That would be amazing. Oh, here's a fun story. Two things. So, do you guys remember the video I did? I did a video about a guy who took my napkin and like put it on my lap. He was like super, super masculine, like a leader. We went on 2 dates. And people were like, "Oh, he's a control freak," and "Oh, red flag," whatever. I went out with him a second time, and we had a really nice time. He was like talking about how he was on some cooking show with the bartender at this place where we were, and I didn't like ask him about it. I thought it was really weird. Anyway, he completely ghosted me. Haven't talked to him in like 2 weeks, and I haven't reached out because I don't like him that much. And wasn't super interested in him anyway, but I did like the fact that he like exhibited some masculine qualities, because you guys know that that's kind of something that's been missing in my past relationships and something that I was looking for. And Corey says abort. It really wasn't that creepy, Corey. I know people are like, "Oh my gosh, like don't let a guy do that," but it was kind of sexy. Anyway, and then when I was in Connecticut for work, I met a guy who was recently divorced, who I thought was adorable, and not a real prospect. Lives in Atlanta, has young kids, recently divorced, but it was just like fun to like hang out with somebody and like get a little bit flirty. But we were supposed to go to a CrossFit class the next morning. Like we had it all set up. We were drinking and like carrying on. And I was like, "Oh, you should come to this CrossFit gym with me tomorrow morning." And he had never gone, but had wanted to try. And so we had it planned. Like we were going to meet in the lobby at 6:30. I was going to drive over to this gym. He was going to have like his first CrossFit class, and it was just going to be cool. I was really excited about it. And of course I got a text at like midnight from him saying like, "Hey, sorry, plans changed. I got an earlier flight. can't go to CrossFit with you. And I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. I said, well, do you need a ride to the airport? Like, I can take you to the airport. And he was like, no, it's fine, whatever. And I just got like a weird vibe from him. Like he was kind of like that he wasn't telling the truth and he was trying to avoid me. And I'm wondering, did I give off like too strong of a vibe for him that he was like afraid I was gonna like make a move on him or like think that we were like in some serious thing because I was not thinking that at all. It was really, really odd. And then I remember when I got back from work, like from the work trip, I got back to my office and I sent him like an internal, like a Teams message. And it was just very much like we had ordered, the company gave us like all of these things to do the night of the dinner that we had. And it was like we could get these little hats with embroidery on them. And we never picked them up because we didn't stay late enough at the party to actually get them. But I found out that they were at our primary office and that they could get mailed back to our house. And so I sent him a quick little message like the next morning. I was like, hey, it was nice to meet you. Shit, my battery's going to die. Hold on one second. I was like, it was really nice to meet you. Hey, if you want to get your the whatever that you ordered, hold on. The hat that you ordered, you can get it in the office and they will mail it to you. And I just thought that was like a nice little reminder of like, hey, again, nice to meet you, whatever. Nothing. No response. No response at all. Like super awkward. Now I just feel like an asshole because I'm like, what happened? Like I didn't touch him. I didn't like make a pass at him. I drove him back to the hotel from the dinner that we were at. We talked about going to CrossFit, thought maybe it was fun. Like there was never any like hard flirting, at least not from my end that I thought about. It was very, very bizarre. But anyway, God, I hope I don't have to like work with him ever because I'm going to be really embarrassed or like self-conscious, like what the hell happened? Because I thought that was really odd. But anyway, those are kind of the two weird experiences that I had that I can talk about. All right, ready? Ready for some Bumble action? Okay, so this is Bumble. Wife said that, wait, what is Wife said that he was divorced. Yeah, I don't know. It was so weird, Scott. Jeremy says, that's my problem. I didn't touch him. He was, well, whatever. I'm not even going to go into it because if he's watching this, we're in trouble. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of ignorant, actually, to be honest with you, because we had a really nice time and it was completely innocent. And then for him to like completely ignore me, it was just kind of weird. Anyway, all right, here we go. Like I said, I will not be swiping. You guys have to make sure I don't do the wrong thing. This is Rob. How do we learn more about Rob? Rob is 6 foot. He's active. Nope. The ripped jeans don't do it for me. Cargo pants don't do it for me. And he's 33 miles away. I've had it with guys that lived far away too. All right, this is Joe. Oh, apparently this says I missed a potential match. Apparently that guy liked me. This is Jay. Can change a tire. Okay, well that's good. Can't grow a beard. Send me like if you know a great spot for sushi. He's got a little tattoo there. Brookside, Delaware. Okay, so he's very close to me. Brookside is like not a nice area, but Bumble has weird locations because I think it has me at like Winterthur or something strange. But anyway, that's a no. This is Mike. He's my age. Dad of 2 amazing teens, full-time professional, part-time dreamer, love deep combos, bad jokes, live music, good hike. He's 5'9". Oh, I've seen this guy on all the apps already. Yeah, he just kind of looks a little awkward. Yeah, well. AJ. AJ looks like a meathead. Nope, not feeling it, AJ. Guys, stop me anytime. Okay, Cole, 40. Here we go. 40-year-olds, of course. Of course the 40-year-old's going to be attractive. This guy's not real. This is not a real guy. Do you guys want me to test this out? He's definitely not real. I will match with him and he will say things like, what are you looking for on here? Here, we're going to do this just for fun. This is just for fun. We're going to like him. We're going to match with him and he's going to do that. I will report back next week what he does. Ryan, 52. New at this and it sucks. Prefer to escape on weekends. 5'11". It's active. It's terrible on these sites. Has a kayak. Yeah, nope. I mean, honestly, these guys aren't terrible in terms of like some of the people that I was finding on the Facebook dating app site. And we have a cat. I'm sorry, I can't do cats. Yeah. No. Brandon's legs look weird. I'm so shallow. He looks very tall. See how tall he is. 6'3". Yeah, he looks tall. Hold on. He wants kids, so that's a one. Chris, 56. I'm Chris. Been divorced 9 years. I'm cute. I'm not affectionate. Okay. I mean, how do we go from that? Let's do this again. Here, we're gonna. How do we go from this picture to that picture? Like, is that really the same person? Or is one picture from 1990? Like, I'm confused. Oh, what's happening here? See, guys, this is why I'm not on the dating site. Nope. Rich, cute dog, Rich. I'm very hardworking. About 10. Abington, Pennsylvania. Aaron says, you don't have to tell us you're cute. We see what you look like. Luke's. Nope. Anthony. Just moved back to Utah full time. Spent the last 3 years living in Australia. Why the F are you on my page if you live in Utah? Tell me why. Enrico. Okay, he looks like he's like 20. Yeah, this is also a fake profile, I'm going to guess. Also Abington, Pennsylvania. All right, have we seen enough? Sam. Sam. Oh, Sam. I'm sorry. Scott. No. All right, I think we get the picture, right? That's what's happening. Someone's calling me. Yeah, guys. So that's kind of the deal right now. We're not on the apps. We'll do it just for fun. We're going to see what's going on with Eliana at the doctor's office. She's at urgent care right now. I have band rehearsal tonight. We're adding some songs to the playlist. I went 2 Fridays ago. I went to this place called Kamaji's in my town, and I walked in, and the bartender started screaming my name because she knows I sing. And her brother, who's also a bartender who plays the drums, who wants to start a punk band with me, basically made me sing karaoke songs. So I sang like 3 or 4 songs. It was so much fun. Super hysterical. I sang We Got the Beat. I sang Zombie from the Cranberries. I sang Hit Me With Your Best Shot. I think I sang like a Morgan Wallen song, but I didn't sing it very well because I don't know it. And then I sang I Touch Myself by Divinyls. That was so fun. Oh my gosh. I had a blast. We're gonna have to add that one to our set list because that one I can actually sing that one pretty well. So that's the scoop. I want to try to get some single people on here that can help me sort of drive the discussion around, what to do, what not to do when you're dating and all of that. And maybe by next week I'll have a little more information that I can share with you guys about what I'm doing in my personal life. I'm very transparent and it kills me not to be able to talk to you guys about this stuff, but I'm trying to just be respectful and being a little cautious and suspicious, not suspicious, superstitious about what's going on. So I do want to get shooting this weekend. I haven't gone shooting in a really long time. So I definitely am going to try to make some time for that. It's raining. It's going to probably rain through Saturday. So I have some time to do that. I'm really busy at work. That's about it. So let me know if you guys have thoughts for how we can evolve the show, or if there's other things that you want to see. I did have pictures to show you, but I can do that next week. I've got some pictures of like my daughter and I like looking the same. She's like her when she's 3 and me when I'm 3, and you can see like the resemblance is crazy. And Kat's new guy is not in the CIA, but that's interesting you say that. That's all I'm going to say. You guys are I'll just have to keep you guessing. Just check my social. You never know when someone might pop up on my Instagram, story or something like that. So we shall see. But follow me on TikTok. That's a really fun journey. Those videos I don't usually share on Instagram, and they're pretty entertaining, I think. You guys have a good night, and I will either talk to you on one of Scott's lunch shows, or I'll see you here next week. All right, be good.